Welcome to Cairo. Alright, so we made it back to Cairo, and after an excellent day of just getting to relax, getting caught up on work stuff, and just kind of taking it easy after a really busy schedule for our Nile cruise, we decided to come up to the Panorama Hotel here in Giza to enjoy a lovely rooftop dinner and drink and enjoy the sunset and light and sound show with the pyramids.
So the hotel was kind enough to bring us over to this other hotel for a sort of a better location for the sunset, and it was nothing but spectacular. We're excited for our dinner to come up here soon, and the light show, which, you know, we don't have any expectations. We have no idea what to expect, but we know it's going to be spectacular just because of the backdrop with the pyramids and the Sphinx.
Yeah, we're really lucky because they don't do the light and sound show every single night, so we came up here with the hope that we would get to see that. And then when we got here, we did find out that in fact that show is happening tonight. So we just got really, really lucky, and we're super excited to get to see it. I think it's going to be spectacular. Look at that view. You will literally never go hungry in Egypt. This is so much food. We could have split one and still had leftovers. How was it?
As we were spoken about, I think that's some of the best chicken that we've had since we've been in Africa. It was exceptional. Now, all the other places, you know, Tanzania, Zimbabwe, and South Africa, you know, it's spectacular as well, but this was excellent.
It was so good that even though there was a ton of it, I mean, and we were already full when it got here.
Why were we full? Because
we did pretty good.
We were full because of the hummus and the bread and the milkshakes.
Yeah, we basically had dessert before dinner, and then they brought out the hummus, the naan, these little salads. And by the time the food got here, we were totally stuffed, but we couldn't let the chicken go because it's so delicious, so flavorful. Again, you won't go hungry in Egypt, and they really know how to cook some food. And like literally everything we've had in Africa, on the African continent, has been delicious, and we're just thoroughly impressed. So now, I feel a nap coming.
I feel an 8-hour nap coming.
Dinner with that view.
Can't beat it.
Can't beat it. Totally epic.
Okay, so we're heading up into the largest pyramid to go down into the tomb, and this is the Pyramid of Khufu.
Yeah, so Khufu Pyramid is also what we now call the Great Pyramid of Giza. It's so cool that we get to go into this.
Yeah, it's an extra 1,800 Egyptian pounds. I'll put the conversion up, but it's not a ton, but based on what you're able to do to go into the pyramid, it's totally worth it. This is one of the entrances that they made to find the main chamber that takes us down into the tomb of Khufu.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, and eBay.
all the way down.
I was gonna say I'm a little lower to the ground than you.
They said that our guide said you needed to be in shape to do this.
He wasn't lying.
And I don't know how far this goes.
But we're almost there.
Are we?
Yeah. But then there's another ramp. I think you can stand up there.
Holy moly. The air is very stagnant in here.
It's fun there.
Yes.
Just wait till you get up there.
I know.
It's insane.
Impressive, huh?
It's worth it, right? Worth it.
Hopefully. Maybe. Thank you.
Get low again. Take your time. Don't worry about us. Thank you.
We made it.
We made it.
Thank God.
Oh, yeah.
That is so much better.
I just can't see where I'm going. Two steps at a time works way better.
Wow, we still have a long way to go.
Yeah.
But we did it.
We did it!
And now it's time for us to take some pictures, but we gotta ride some camels to get over to the picture point.
I'm so excited. I've never rode a camel before. This is like the coolest thing ever.
And there are camels everywhere.
I know. They're so cute.
Hey, buddy.
You look here.
Here? Okay.
Right?
Hold on tight.
My boss right.
By both ears.
Then you're right. Oh. She's forgetting to keep it out. Ready? Oh.
All right.
So we're taking the camels over to this higher plateau for the picture where you can get all 10 pyramids in a photograph. And to get there, you gotta ride a camel. This is not something I thought I'd be doing this morning. What do you think?
I think this
Stop in on the pole.
incredible.
What?
This is the dream. Riding a camel on the Giza Plateau in front of the pyramids. Like, does life get better?
pyramid tomb.
You can hear all the beeping all day, all night. Good morning. So today we are headed into the Egyptian Museum here in Cairo to check out all the amazing artifacts that have been pulled out of the tombs and the pyramids here in Egypt. And we are really excited because we spent yesterday at the Giza Plateau checking out the pyramids and also going to Saqqara and Memphis City and checking out the things that they had there. And all the amazing stuff that was pulled from those different sites can be found here in this museum. So really interested to see what they have here.
Yes, also, you know, very interested in seeing, since we saw King Tut's mummy in the Valley of the Kings, to see what they pulled from his tomb. Like anything else, we want to see his mask and all the other artifacts.
Yeah, it's really exciting. You know, we don't love spending just hours and hours and hours in just any museum. If you go to a museum, it has to be something special, and I know this one totally is. Yeah, I'm really excited. I mean, I know that there's some really cool stuff in this museum. A lot of history is held here, and I'm just really interested in all the information that we're going to get today and the things that we're going to get to see. Definitely bring a guide. It is my understanding that a lot of the pieces in here don't actually have like a little plaque giving you information about it, like in other museums you may go to in other areas of the world. So if you don't have a guide, you probably won't even understand what you're looking at. So definitely spend the money, do a tour, use a guide, and all of their expertise. We have an Egyptologist with us. He has a wealth of information, and I think we're just going to learn a lot today. So the Egyptian Museum here in Cairo is absolutely fascinating. There is so much to see inside. We really kind of picked the highlights, and again, thank goodness for our guide, because I think if we were in there by ourselves, I don't think we'd know what the highlights were.
And again, like all museums, there's so much to see. You'd have to spend days and days and weeks in there just to get all the artifacts.
So we did the highlight reel, which of course included everything from the Egyptian side, as well as the room that's dedicated to King Tut, as well as the room dedicated to the Silver King. And those rooms, something to keep in mind is you cannot take photos, you can't do photography. They're very crowded rooms and they're trying to protect the artifacts inside. So we couldn't get any film of what we saw in there, but let me tell you, it is absolutely worth visiting. So even though we couldn't film what was inside some of the parts of the museum, I would say that this is absolutely a must-see part of your trip to Cairo. So many fascinating things inside and over 5,000 years of history in there, and it's 100% worth going to.
Yes, our guide Muhammad told us that there are more artifacts here than in the Louvre, so just to give you an idea of how much is here actually. So
yeah, it's
like I said,
incredible.
days and days to go through this entire museum, so hit the highlights and move on. St. George Church.
All right, so we're currently in Old Cairo, which is a huge hub for multiple religious sites. There are 7 churches, the Ben Ezra Synagogue, as well as a mosque here, and we're going to be checking out some of the main sites. And the church where Jesus and Mary actually lived for 3 months as they were escaping persecution. Unbelievable we get to do this. We just got to see where the Holy Family lived for 3 months. I'm astonished. I didn't know that happened here. Entering the Mosque of Muhammad Ali Pasha. This is a really cool mosque. I mean, we've seen so many different religious sites today. Some we were able to film, some we weren't just because of the rules and things like that. But each of them is really unique and special. One thing that we did notice is the designs of the interiors are very similar. Our guide had even mentioned the only thing that really differentiates them from one another is in the Christian churches you'll see a cross. When we went into the Ben Ezra synagogue, you were able to see the menorahs, and you saw the Torah and things like that. And then, of course, now in the mosque, you've got the minarets, you've got some differences on the inside, but really the interior decor is actually very similar from one of these sites to another, which I find it really interesting.
Okay, folks. This is our last night in Cairo, and we're doing something really special.
We couldn't think of a better way to finish our time here in Egypt than to finish with the same thing that we basically started with, which is another Nile river cruise. Now, before we did our river cruise from Aswan to Luxor, but we decided to do a river cruise here in Cairo. It'll give us a great chance to see Cairo at night and do it from a beautiful boat and enjoy a little more time in the extremely incredible Nile River, the longest river in the world. We just can't get enough of it, and we're really excited about our night.
Yeah, this cruise is going to include dinner, drinks, entertainment, and probably a couple hours on the river. Good morning.
So it's our final day here in Cairo, and we have had just an absolutely incredible time in Egypt. We've seen so much, we've done so much, and we've honestly gotten to do things I never in my wildest dreams imagined that I'd be able to do, but these have been huge bucket list items for a really long time. And I have to say, after our time here in Egypt, I'm really excited to come back.
Absolutely. From visiting the pyramids to seeing downtown Cairo, it was an amazing experience, and we certainly hope to come back very soon.
Absolutely. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. We hope you loved it just as much as we loved filming it. And please, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share the channel with as many people as you know. Your continued support helps us grow and continue bringing you to all the places in the world that we're getting to experience. I'm really sad this morning because we have to leave Egypt. We've had an amazing 9 days in this country, and I think beyond my expectations for sure. I always imagined that it'd be incredible, but I don't think that I imagined that I would love it so much. I mean, not only for the things that we got to see and experience here, but the people in Egypt have just been so amazingly kind. I feel like we keep saying that, you know, everywhere we go in Africa. But the hospitality and kindness and warmth here has been on another level, that I don't know that I've ever experienced before. And I didn't expect that. Yeah, so, you know, and that's really common, these welcome drinks and just trying to always give you more and find out what else you need. I mean, just they're so attentive to everybody's needs and really make you feel like you're at home. And this really has felt like home for us the whole time we've been here, whether it was on our cruise or here in Cairo. And like I said, I'm gonna be really sad to leave, and we've already talked about how we're coming back. The sooner the better as far as I'm concerned. There's still so much to do here, and I'm really gonna get excited to experience more of what the Egyptian people have to offer as well, because they are some of the sweetest people on the planet, and I'm truly, truly gonna miss them.